What's up guys, Flame here, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about on how to join the Flame2960 server. I've done multiple videos in the past on it, and so far they're not really definitive, and this may be the definitive version, or it may not be, it depends on. But first of all, really, how to join is pretty much how to join the server. And if you think you're interested in joining, here's pretty much how it works. First, you join the Discord, which is down in the description, which I'm getting in kind of immediately to this. And then message at a Mega Flame 2960 in the DMs, because if you say it in general, it won't work. Like, you won't be able to really get me to talk about it. And then later on, or when I respond to you, and then you say, like, I want to join the server or whatever, and then pretty much all you gotta do is that, then I'll send you an application, which is the new thing that's going to be coming for Season 3, which Season 3 will be starting in July 17th. So if you guys want to join early, you can, but just remember that the season hasn't started yet. So it'll still be Season 2 until, it'll still be Season 2 until, you know, July July 17th. So that's one of the things I wanted to say about that. But the application's pretty straightforward. It kind of explains most of the stuff that we're going to be doing in the server, and it may get updated sometimes, so it'll change. But for members that already joined, they don't have to like redo the application or do it at all if they're still here after, well, you know, after February 1st, which I'm doing a server cleanout this month, so trying to remove the people that are not active but keep the people that are, and pretty much that's what we're doing for that. So then afterwards, after you do that and then follow the rules, then afterwards, then you will you do have to download it first before I get into extras. So you do have to download the thing first, and I believe or download the application. I think then you can edit it afterward and then use it and then like answer the questions that are on the, pretty much do everything that it says on the application, and then afterwards it's done. There will be 2 extra roles that you can get, but those will be used with applications later on, or pretty much as soon as I write or make them, which currently, as this video has been made, the members one has been currently released, or not really released, but currently is finished. So then that means that I will give you guys that, and then I'll give you the application. Like, it's not down in the description, it's actually on it's not on the server, Discord server either. You just gotta ask for it, and then I'll give you it, and yada yada yada, pretty much. And then do whatever it says, and then there you go. Another thing is that I'll kind of explain some of the features around, like, the server wise, because I know that some of the features that aren't gonna be mentioned until I mention them on this video, or in this video. So generally, I think first of all we should talk about server currency in the shopping district. For season 3, the shopping district, we don't know where to put it yet. So when it's put down, I'll put the coordinates in the coordinates chat, which you can find in the category. But generally, for the all of the ores, the 4 ores that we're using for currency is netherite, diamond, emerald, and gold. And generally, for netherite, this resource is the most expensive and can be used for expensive items that are displayed in shops, not shops. Can't speak today. But generally, mostly for expensive items. Diamond is the second most valuable, but is easy to come by, like especially with mining. Like mine for diamonds for hours, then you get a whole bunch of diamonds and you're stacked. Or do shops where you can get stacked. Easy to come by, but and can be used for some high prices or some low prices, but nothing unreasonable. And those things are like, I can't really say it that way, but generally you get the point. Like pretty much high prices, you know, like you can use for high or some low prices. And then emerald, which is practically the easiest of the 4, it can not only be traded with villagers, but can be used for low to decent items. So like regular bows practically are considered low. Decent items could be like golden carrots, something like that. And then gold, the cheapest way to get things that are low slash or basic standard items, which that's pretty much the low items are. And the 4 ores can be mixed together in their block forms or their nugget forms. Like gold can be used for another in their nugget forms to do that as well. You can have them uncompressed, which is literally count as 9 of the corresponding ore. And it's in the announcements pin tab if you guys want to know like where it is at all times. But also, just a warning for those who don't know, selling the ores can get you banned, so just don't sell them to people. Like sell currency to get currency. That just doesn't work. But generally, that's the thing, is that just don't sell ores and buy ores from people. And generally, you should be okay. And these ores can be used in the shopping district, hotels and apartments, which we're getting into soon, and jobs, which are going to be coming in, which we're going to be talking about a little later, like after hotels and apartments, I'm guessing. But generally, I did say that if you want to look for the shopping district, look at hashtag chords on the Flame2960 server category thing. So that's about it for the currency and shopping district, because there isn't much there to really give you guys, because, well, it's not much. Hotels and apartments. Now, these are interesting, and generally how they work is that there are places around the server that you can stay at or be there for the night. And for new members, or when a new season starts, the first in real life week, that does count as weeks like in real life, so anything that you have to pay for is, realistically, which is about 2 weeks of playing on the server. You won't have to pay a fee later because it was free. But if you play longer than then, or the server just started like a long time ago, um, your rent fee, which would be 5 gold ingots or 5 of the corresponding currency as displayed or mentioned in the book when you first get in. And then those are that. And also, it does kind of briefly go into jobs, but you can work there and get currency, and you can use the currency for shops. And we're gonna get into the jobs. Jobs and workplaces are a great way to get resources and currency, and you can get them by looking for job boards, which one will be at spawn, in the spawn hotel when you first join, and then you can, and the other is actually at the shopping district, and you can look for that on obviously chords, but you can work at different places. So like if you want to get hired at someone's shop, then you can like get hired to work there, and then you can pay, you can pay your workers as much as you can, you know, dish out. So like if you want to give them emeralds, for how many emeralds per, you know, or some netherite for their hard work or something like that. So it's kind of like that, and I know a lot of people would think it would be really cool to do that kind of that way. So that way it's not like too much or too crazy. It's just right, so that way people can have that stuff. Also, I forgot to mention about the leaving. When you leave the Discord server, if you were to leave the Discord server, then you would have to resign your role, which is automatic. Whether admin member or server opener, which that's a new role that is coming out pretty soon. As soon as like I said earlier, write down or make the applications for both, then I will be letting them out. And generally you lose all of your roles and all of the stuff that you may have. You won't lose the stuff that you've gotten from the, like, your character wise, but base, you could sell your base, you could do whatever pretty much. And then later on, if you're interested in coming back, then you can just do it again and stuff. Also, I wanted to mention that if you do the application, and you still have it on the server, like on hashtag applications, which that's where you post it. If you still have it on there, you don't have to do it again. So that's a plus. Unless it's a new season, then you will have to at least do it again, just in case of like different updates or whatnot. But I'll let you know if you don't have to or do have to or not. Now, player space, I'm gonna say this now, is that the first season of the Flame2960 server, which you can watch with the pinned thing in the upper right or left hand corner. But generally, season 1, I was like cramped. I had almost all of the members around me. It wasn't just like simply like spread out here and there, it was just like everyone was kind of around me. Like, yeah, maybe a few people's bases were like a few hundred blocks away from my base, but like they were like, I'm like surrounded, and I'm like, what? Like, I can't even have room to expand my base. Like, if I wanted to build more farms or do whatever, like season 2, which you've seen, I've done like big stuff with it, then yeah, you will see that. Generally, the player area limit are 3 players respectively, and it includes you as well. So the person that's already currently living there, and then the other 2 people, like 2 of your friends live there. And I would say 1,000 block radius, because generally, I can't tell you that it's just too much. You know, too much. You know, you need to space it out a little bit. It may change in the future where it'll be more people that can stay in one spot, but right now it's 3. And generally, there's just 3 people there, 3 people in your area, and then more than 3 people, they have to go kind of 1,000 blocks away from that respective person's area just to live there, unless the cap didn't happen, where you didn't like cap your thing at like 3 people, you know. And you can make people pay rent. That is the thing. You can make people pay rent, or you could just literally let them live there for free. It's totally up to you. But especially for early game, don't make anything unreasonable, like make them pay netherite per month. Because that just sounds stupid. Like, make someone pay netherite per month. Like, that's just scamming, which is against one of the rules on the servers, is pretty much scamming people, which that is scamming. Making people pay netherite when the server just started, or they just started. It's just crazy. But some people are territorial and do not like other people to even walk around the base. So please keep that in mind, and if anyone kills you, you know, you gotta understand that you're in their territory. They don't like when other people are in their territory, which is kind of the same thing with me, especially because I am one of those people that are slightly territorial, and we like to keep our bases, you know, the same way we had them. And anything moves, then we're gonna kind of be like, hey, who did this? But yeah, so that's for player space and obviously claimed areas. Now, public places count as in like we can't really grief on the server at all because we're not really allowing it, but you can do like different ranks, but I don't recommend doing it in public places, especially like the shopping district, hotels and apartments, and whatever other place that is public, you know, like everybody should know, like it's public, like everyone's there. Yeah, don't do that. I would not recommend you do that for the server. And this video is actually surprisingly shorter than I expected, because usually I expect this to be a little longer, but honestly, last few notes, what I can say is that, honestly, thanks for watching, because I highly doubt people are going to watch this 20-minute video, or 20-something minute video, and be like, oh, well, he just made it a little shorter. It's because really, it's just really short. And surprisingly at that, because usually I'm not too used to being with short videos like this, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed editing and making this video. I'm gonna go work on some more for the rest of for the month, but otherwise, yeah. If you have any questions, by the way, if you have any questions, ask me, Megaflame at Megaflame2960 on Discord, and that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed this video and have a good day. Flame out.